Mac McClung was said to be the most exciting high school player in America back in 2017, and people thought that he was going straight to the league. But then over the next 5 years, he sort of faded away from the spotlight up until a couple weeks ago when his life changed forever. Born and raised in Gate City, a tiny town in Virginia, Mac had been a competitive athlete since he was young. He actually wanted to originally become a football player and only started playing basketball when he was just 12 years old, but something was different about him. As a junior on his varsity team, Mac scored 64 points in a single game at a state tournament, and his team somehow still ended up losing. Mac was so good that he even broke the scoring record for Virginia high schools previously held by Allen Iverson, and was labeled as the most exciting player in high school because of highlights like these. After high school, he signed to Georgetown University, which was coached by NBA legend Patrick Ewing, and was looking promising until injury ruined his second season. He was good enough to apply for the NBA draft back in 2020, but then ended up signing with Texas Tech to have one more year in NCAA. It might be because he was just 6'1", but Mac was projected to go second round despite how good he was. Then in 2021, Mac entered the draft officially, but his name was never called. See, most players would have given up here, but Mac was different. He ended up playing the next season with the Bulls G League team and showed that he clearly belongs on the big stage, ending as the G League Rookie of the Year. Because of this, he ended up getting a 10-day contract on the Warriors, and in his first game with them, he dropped 6 points and hustled on defense, even hitting dunks like these.
Mac McClung will throw it down on the reverse dunk.
Despite his promising play, he was waived from the contract and forced to go back to the G League. And up until this point, his story was pretty frustrating because though time and time again he was proving that he had potential, he was just not getting the recognition that he deserved. Then just a couple weeks ago, his life completely changed when Mac became the first G League player ever to be invited to the dunk contest. Coming into the All-Star break, literally no one was excited about this year's dunk contest because over the past few years it's been criticized for being a lazy event that no one really enjoys anymore because no big stars participate in it and the dunks are lackluster. Even Kevin Durant actually called out the lineup in this year's dunk contest, which included Mac, claiming that this was supposed to be for more established players, not nobodies.
Yeah, we need Zion, we need Ja. I think the stars need to come back. It felt like it was stars in there every year when I was a kid. No disrespect to the guys that are in there now. Shadon Sharp, we're gonna put on the show. Mac McClung, what are we doing? Used to be sacred to be a part of All-Star Weekend.
But Mac McClung was not about to let that disrespect slide and decided to do what he's been doing his whole career. Mac was so impressive that 19 out of his 20 scores were all perfect 50s, finishing with a final score of 999 points out of 1,000. Even Shaq himself gave Mac a shout out by saying that he single-handedly saved the dunk contest, making it interesting again.
Mac McClung, thank you, brother, for saving the dunk contest.
Then from becoming the dunk contest champ, he earned $100,000 in prize money, which was more than every check he got in the G League combined. He's also gathered over 300,000 more followers on Instagram, and if that wasn't enough, Mac has recently announced that he signed to Puma for an endorsement deal. All of this has gone down in just a single week, so I think it's safe to say that much more is in store for Mac. But if you think that he's an actual legend,